I had a feeling that my last video would do pretty decent, and that ain't me ego speaking, I promise. For whatever reason, one body's pain is a community's pleasure, so I'm proud to be the punching bag for this channel, honest to God. Before I tells you some more about the fast food life, I gotta beg all the people watching this to share this video around a bit. Show your parents, priests, prostitutes, I don't give a fuck. YouTube got me by the balls until I gets at least 1k. After that, it's smooth sailing, I heard. So all of you gotta be my missionaries. Shout these videos from the rooftops if you got to, but personally I just use the fucking thing and put it on Facebook. Thanks a ton, boys. I loves it. So with all that out of the way, sit back and listen to a few more stories from the minimum wage maniac himself, cause you're in for a fucking shit show. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for beating the shit out of a buddy you don't like, especially when you're doing it under the influence. But I gotta be honest with you, if you're having a scrap in front of a fast food cashier with 10 boys behind you, I'd say you're a bit fucked in the head, me darlings. I want all you to picture this in your heads. It's 4:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Late September, early October, I forgets the exact date, but it's around that time. Hotter than me dog's nuts outside, and the place is packed solid inside. There's youngsters, boys that can't speak English, immigrants, all that, a charity worker, all ordering some ice cream, burgers, fries, all that good shit. Everyone's having a time. We served 300 people that day, with some 30-something year old blonde missus being the latest. It was one of the most normal fucking days you could think of. But all that was about to change. Legit out of nowhere, some 14-year-old girl comes storming through the fucking door, never even held it open for the cripple behind her, sick cunt. But she just starts yelling her head off, calling this old missus a slut, a bitch, a whore, all of it. Then the youngster starts slapping the missus, all while 20 people are frightened to death, not knowing what the fuck is on the go, with the child beating up some slag for no reason. But after taking 3 or 4 hits from the youngster, Mrs. legit cocks her hand back like a fucking pimp, and she slaps this 14-year-old down to the ground. It was pretty deadly, not gonna lie, but then this 14-year-old starts crying like a bitch, screaming child abuse and calling her a cunt or some other shit, I don't even fucking know. By this time, we had some people taking both away, cause we didn't want the RNC involved in this shit, but no snitching. I'm not sure what happened after that, but my best guess would be that the 14-year-old went back home to make TikToks about how hard it is being a housing crack baby with a shitty attitude, since that's usually how it goes these days, isn't it?
Stupid spoiled whore, video playset, show the whole world what a slut you are.
Stupid spoiled whore video playset comes with video camera, night vision filter, play money, losable cell phone, and 16 hits of ecstasy.
To end off this story though, I gotta ask you a question. Who do you think is more retarded? The 14-year-old dopehead who attacked the missus in front of 20 eyewitnesses in broad daylight? Or the 30-year-old who got 14-year-olds fighting her? I'm not too sure, but I don't really give a shit about either of them. Just shut up and give me your money. That's the rule of fast food. Everything else is bullshit. Now there you go, boys. There's some more wise words from Leaf Carlo. Treasure 'em, me buddies. Personally, I think begging on the street is a bit retarded. If you give your money to one of these goofballs, remember that there's many services and programs they can enter into, but a good few of them just don't want to change, which sucks for everyone involved. I wouldn't usually give a homeless guy anything other than food or something, but on this occasion, Buddy was that deadly that I had to give him a tenner. So it's raining like me piss out one night, and I just got off work, so I'm worn out. There's a good 5 cars parked nearby in the fucking parking lot, but from out of nowhere, this black buddy in a trench coat comes up to me. I wasn't worried about getting mugged, since I'm fucking broke anyways, and unless Buddy was planning on taking a miner's clothes off his back, this mugging thing wouldn't have worked out too well for him anyways. Luckily for me, he was only robbing me the legal way, and asked if I could lend him $5. But before I could tell Buddy to fuck off, he said that he wasn't anything like those panhandling arseholes downtown on George Street. He could work for his money, and he said he'd do a freestyle over any beat I gave him. So as the arsehole I am, I told him I'd give him $10 if he could breakdance instead. I didn't think he'd actually do it, I just wanted him to fuck off, but Buddy says to me that it's best kind and just to turn on a fucking song. So I'm like, alright, I heads to me car stereo, and I turns on Another One Bites the Dust. And before me own eyes, this Buddy starts getting down to some fucking Queen. Buddy wasn't even bad, to tell you the truth. If it wasn't 11:30 on a piss raining night, I'd say he was a pro. I stopped the song halfway through though, since by that time Buddy started to repeat the same moves. He started doing this, like the fucking snapping thing a bit too much, and I was like, this is getting fucking stupid. I'm a man of me word though, so I gave Buddy a tenner, honest to God. No joke, Buddy told me once I gave him the loot that he wasn't even homeless. He just needed some extra beer money for the night. Like, what the fuck? I drove off after that, but I couldn't handle something that burnt. Like, it was one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life, don't get me wrong there. But what Buddy was doing didn't even make sense. You ruins a deadly, like, $800 trench coat, and you get yourself soaking wet for $10. Like, Jesus, me son, do what makes you happy, I suppose. I ain't gonna judge. Lately, I've been hearing a ton about these Karens, as they're called. Middle-aged cunts who get poisoned at people with stupid and dumb shit. And if you're working a job, they're usually looking to speak with the manager. Holy fuck, do I got a story for you about these bitches. To start off, Christmas is a shit time to be a fast food worker. Like, if Jesus seen what I was going through with these cunts, he'd be pissed. People are always ratted at you for one reason or another, and people goes retarded with the Christmas shopping, so you're always dealing with a person with a shitty fucking attitude. Like, I never realised that Christmas was about being a fucking dickhead to the people lower than you. I must have forgot that part of the bottle. But anyways, Mrs. comes up, and being a fat fuck, she naturally wants a shit ton of food in her. I likes helping people out when they orders, even though I can't stand them personally. So I told Mrs. that there was a big deal on the go where she could save $3 if she added something to her order. She snaps at me and tells me that she can order for herself and she don't need a man telling her what fast food to order. Ooh, big feminist there, but holy fuck. Me co-worker wasn't having that shit though, and she told Mrs. to stop being a fucking arsehole. This Karen Mrs. starts flipping at Buddy, calling him worthless, nothing, all this other mean shit. And then she starts yelling at the both of us about how she was friends with the manager and all the supervisors and how we were both out of the job. This stupid cunt must have forgot that there's supervisors in the restaurant at all times. So Buddy comes out and tells her to go to fuck. She wishes us all a Merry Christmas with her cunty fucking voice and her shitty smirk, and she just walks out. I don't know if Mrs. is still around, but in case she is, I'd first like to apologise to the world and this fucking shit stain still being on the planet. But if you are listening to this, I hope your youngsters had a shit Christmas, and I hope they're selling crack to each other sometime in the next 5 years. Making my job harder just because you want to seem better than the people around you. Go fuck yourself, you old cunt. I can't wait till they put you in the fucking crematorium. Just like the last episode, I think that's a pretty positive note to end off on. So that'll do it for today. Remember to give fast food workers $10 tips the next time you orders, and remember to show this fucking video to all the boys. Everyone you fucking knows, send them this on Facebook, Snapchat, Discord, I don't fucking care. I'm an attention whore, and I'm damn proud of it. This has been Leaf Carlo, and I'll see you on the right side of the rock. Have a good one.